Hello, welcome back. Last time I was up to my old tricks in this continuous output puzzle, but also learned some new ones. Let's go here and maybe learn some more. So that's the... boy, that doesn't even come close to fitting on the screen. So this is my output. I note that this is different from this. Alright, and reagents are just straight. So I just straight up get iron. I don't have to manufacture it myself. And 1 air. Okay, well that makes that real simple because there's no reagent manipulation at all to do. I can just pluck and assemble. That's interesting. So with that simplicity... 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to 5. All right. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to double bond onto... oh, interesting. Okay, so if you want low cost and low area, you kind of have to pick one or the other. Either I need 2 glyphs of bonding to make this bond and this bond, or... there might be another option here, or I'd like choose this as my breakpoint and just do the vertical one. Well, no, but then I'd have to shift this over. Yeah, so there isn't a way to connect links of this chain with one single glyph of bonding at the attach point. I need one of these and one of these. I'm kind of sort of thinking I want to cycle optimize this. Kinda sorta. Oh, and you know what? Well, no, that's totally fine. Okay. So let's see, with 2 reagents, there's always the rotational direction thing. Like if I want to pick from one or the other... Okay, if I were to cycle optimize this, no, I want to be up to my old tricks again. This is an interesting enough different problem than what I'm used to. Will I stick with my rule of don't swing the output around? I think no, because here I have an actual reason to swing it. Okay, okay. And you know, I haven't actually confirmed that it will work to be doing that, because that would just be an ever-growing area. Well, it is in this anyway, just slower. But like this grows linearly. Swinging it around would grow more exponentially than that. Alright, so where do I want to start? Like, yeah, so the thing about this is that I have 2 elements that I want to put in alternating order in an assembly line. And I can't just, like, casually do that because they can't go through each other. So I need to either track or piston, or do a whole bunch of rotation so that I can always insert them from the same end per each element. Of those things, knowing me, I'm most likely to track. Now, thing is, okay, so I guess, like, ideally for cost, I would use this glyph of bonding for everything. So, impulse is to do something like that. I don't like that at all. I really do not like that. Okay, so what are all my options? Yeah, I don't like any of these arrangements. What are all my options for getting 2 reagents coming in the same end of a glyph of bonding? Is it just piston track and one of these might be able to do interesting things, actually. Okay, yeah, let's learn some new tricks. So check this out. That's cool. It has a limit, though. Okay, well, it manufactured a this, or rather a this. All the arms grab at once. I think that's of limited usefulness, but it is cool. And nothing short of the 6-arm would have the property of being able to move this over top of that. Well, 2 arms working together could do it. Yeah, so that's another option. Keep this down so that I can skim this over the top of it without colliding. Not an option I can take with a single arm, though. Alright, and in this shape, as I saw there, I can't even make this, because, like, this is taking up 2 spaces in the ring, and I only have 1 space free for that. So that would mean that I'm probably doing something like this. Alright, let's start with this and just see how far it gets and how comfortable it is. Well, if you're doing that, I'd rather do... What would I rather do? I'm not sure. I hate all my options. They're all bad. This one looks a little better. Okay, so for example, I do that plus... No, that's not at all what I would do. Okay, so you might as well... Nope, I hate them all. Alright. Also, if I hypothetically did want to use this for bonding that in there, I would want it in this area. I might want to do a trick like I did on that last puzzle. It looks something like this. I don't know yet, though. I mean, I could just piston. Like, I have to alternate between these. Okay, so other option is an additional arm that picks one up and feeds it there, then picks the other one up and feeds it there, so that the arm that assembles this always grabs from the same location. That's a thing I can do. Yeah, I really just haven't decided on how to do anything here yet. So which of these am I building first? Probably this one. So we go air, iron, air, iron, air. Then iron, air, iron, air, iron. Then put the 2 together, then tack them together with this. Maybe. Yeah, that would be the normal way. This product is wider than the last one. Yeah, this is 4 per row. The last one was just 3 per row. 3 rows of 3, this is 3 rows of 4. So the piston arm trick from here with the dog leg would not work because I cannot reach from here to this. That's way too far away. Okay, so that means I would definitely have to track or turn it. Well, if I'm cost optimizing, then turning would be my preference. And just forget area. Let it be way on the right side of the graph. Okay. So if I'm doing that, I still need some track. How do I get benefit out of turn? Let's see, I'm just having trouble visualizing. So this iron is equivalent to this iron. If I am grabbing... They would be both translation and rotation here, right? Okay, so let's say I have this built. So everything from here. So everything left of this atom. If I drag that iron over top of this, with all of that stuff over here, you know, then it makes this bond. So then the rotation that makes this bond, would it be easier to think like this? Okay, so I put that there, it makes this bond. So then I have an atom here and an atom here that want to bond to each other. So the ideal would be an arm here on the inside that turns this way, but that's not ideal because that's not a motion I can make. Okay, well... Ugh. Every option seems bad. That nestles more satisfyingly in here. Well, I still need... Well, no, I don't need to think about... okay, yeah, so I don't need... yeah, I don't need to think about these bonds. This diagonal and this diagonal. Those will just happen by rolling up my inputs, which I haven't done yet. Ah, the indecision. I'm gonna come up with something good here, and it's gonna be good, but... I have to flail around for a bit first. And discard a bunch of ideas that I don't even have time to fully voice. You know how this game goes. I just don't like seeing this here. I'd rather see this. But I'm having trouble visualizing how this is going to result in that. Okay, so what if I did that? That's still cheaper than one of these. So I just drag far enough left for that. This would never get in the way. It's impossible to... it's not impossible to make an extra bond. You could bond these two together. Or these two. Okay, so that's the only hazard. And if I don't have any, you know, this or this anywhere in this row horizontal or this row horizontal, I don't think I'll have much of a hazard there. Okay, so using two of these is sacrificing cost for area and cycles. Using one of that, okay, yeah, sacrifices a small amount of cost for an enormous amount of area and a small amount of cycles. Using just a single one of these would be sacrificing an enormous amount of area and a small amount of cycles for a small amount of cost. So just the opposite of what I said. So I think I'm more comfortable with that. So if I'm doing that, I guess really the main question I need to answer is, can I do a one-arm wonder, or do I absolutely need two arms? And if I can do a one-arm wonder, what kind of arm? And what kind of track needs to support it? I think it's going to have to be just a huge track over here. Go and grab this and drag it all the way back there. Yeah, all the way that far. The track needs to be at least this long. Ugh. I could save one if I did a little shuffle. And I kind of want to do... So I also need to get at that glyph of bonding. I can reverse these without losing anything there. Also without gaining anything. I don't want a third glyph of bonding. I want to do it with 2. But I have to get to a particular spot here. Let's see, could I do this? No. Kinda. I'd lose a little bit of area by bumping this up to this area. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, other options are just like do this. No, that's not an option. Okay, so I still have the fundamental problem of 2 reagents alternatingly that need to get into the glyph of bonding. Like, nothing resembling that has happened yet. Alright, so I think I know the compromise I'm going to make here. Here's an arm. No, I can't do that one. Can't put an arm there. Okay, well... So if you can reach that, and you had your own little track here, then you would just select from one of those, put it in place, rotate it around. Well, that's in the wrong place. Okay, so like, grab that, put it here, grab that, not be able to reach this. Okay. So I know this is impossible, because I can't make a 5 around when I have 2 obstacles. So that one is out. That one's no good either, actually. Neither one of those works. Okay, so I really just need some room between my reagents and where I'm assembling rings. Also, putting this here is no good because that has to be... would intersect with this and these. If I'm dragging it all the way from here to there to make that bond. Where is a good place to assemble my chain links? To insert them into this machine in the first place? Like, I don't have a good place. Like, I'm trying to do it here somehow. I haven't actually placed an arm on this track, or this one. Okay, hang on. So, if I did that, that has a lot of potential. I think that's what I needed. Okay, okay, now that I can see this, I think I'll be alright. So let's say I put this here and this here. There we go. Okay, so I'm starting with air. Let's program some stuff. You're gonna have trouble escaping that. No, track is taking up a space here and that's a problem. So could I do this maybe? Alright, so cycle count, just don't even worry about that. Just let cycle count be whatever it's going to be. I'm going to start with iron, actually. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to start with air. Or I wanted to put this here. And this there. And one less of these. And one less of those. And not this. Okay. Pivot left plus reset. Can you do it in that order, or will that be a problem? You can now, but you won't be able to next time, alright? So, you're there like that. Just go ahead and plus plus left left. Yeah, that should make more sense. I'm doing this a weird, inconsistent way. It's fine. There we go. Okay. That one made sense. I managed to assemble the iron ring first. Well, here's an easy way to change that. Okay, so from there, I need air. I can actually go ahead and reset. Grab left, left, left. And I have my first chain link. Now I need to just stash that away somewhere while I work on the second one. Where's that gonna be? I guess if I turn right, I can minus a bit. I don't really want to turn right, though. I kind of want to grab the other end. Whoa. Let's see what that does. I think I'm going to need another pivot to the left. No, that was the right number. Oh, and they put that in pretty much the perfect place. Okay, oh, great. Oh, yeah, so you can stop minusing now. Let's put a reset in there. Okay, now do the same thing, just reverse these. Which means I don't actually want to reset. I don't know why I was having so much trouble visualizing just everything here. Like this, now that I have placed the beginnings of this seems fine. Okay, so that should put a... Ooh. How'd that happen? No, wait, that's also wrong. Yeah, whoa. It's not the button I wanted to press. Oh. I've laid a trap for myself, so I really am going to need another minus there, just to keep that out of the way, so that it's not bonding with that. Because I do eventually want to bond an iron onto this, but I need to assemble the rest of the chain link first. So you need another plus. One more plus. Two more. Okay, so you put an iron there. Ah, but I wanted air. No, I wanted iron, because we're doing... Wait. Why do I keep confusing myself so much with this? So yeah, with that there, now you can just release. Grab this. No, that's plus... Okay, and then turn left, release. Or heck, just do a reset since I can. Left minus grab. Right, right, right. No, right, right. No, only one right, actually, now that I think about it, because if I plus plus turn left... I feel like every single one of these atoms has gone to this glyph of bonding in a different way from the last one. No consistency at all. Oh, and then also I didn't want that particular one. I want the other type. So instead of all that, you just want one of these, and instead of that, you want... Okay, 2 lefts and a plus, then a left. Okay, so reset, right, right, minus, minus, grab, left, plus, plus, left. Reset, grab, left, left. Plus? Let's try another left. There we go. Okay. Now, I need to glue these together. Okay, so the way I snuck that out of there... reset, left, left, do that, pivot left, turn right, pivot left, and where does that put you exactly? Okay, great. So really you can just minus minus, or is that just one minus? No, it's 2. Okay. So release minus minus plus plus plus. And then let's think about the rest of this. No, you have to actually grab it. I think I'm almost done. And I think my track doesn't need to be nearly as long as it is. Okay, so now I have a very simple task. Okay, so what's the farthest I went on that track? Here? Both times I was facing in this orientation. I could have shuffled around to this orientation and gone one less. Okay, so the one that's in between the first 2 bottom atoms is as far right as that ever went, and this thing went that far over. Okay, so here's a valid parking space. Everything from here to the right. So I will have to go to there, but no farther. Okay. So you are currently where? Are you here? No, you're one short of that. No, you're exactly there. Yes, okay. So from there I will release, turn right. Minus, 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 minus. Grab. Plus, 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 plus. Plus, plus, plus. So you're then holding this here. Having bonded... That bonds everything, doesn't it? Let's watch. Gonna have to imagine this because I am grabbing imaginary stuff here. Okay, make a bond. don't make another bond. Okay, so you do need some additional work to make another... Okay, so this is... No, you did make another bond, yeah? Okay, great. I need a minus to resynchronize with the non-imaginary stuff. Release left plus grab minus, 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 minus. And where does that put you? I am very nearly done here. I'm in the wrap-up portion of this puzzle. Okay, so I've synchronized that. This is like doing a temporal projection thing. Okay, so you need to move right by 1, 2... Only 3 more. Okay. So the way I'll do that is release right, plus, 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 grab, minus, 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 reset. Release right, plus, 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 grab, minus, 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 reset, and done. Okay, I don't know why, like, this layout right here was so hard to arrive at. But man, I just had the most trouble figuring out, like, how to get the relationship between these and their glyph of bonding. They did end up pretty far apart, but pretty much by necessity. I don't think I can move these elements really any closer together at this point. Alright, so that was cycle 1. Cycle 2 should go the same, and then have non-imaginary parts to the... all that stuff. Oh, this is cool. 0 products. That should be accurate. No, I should have a product by now. Oh shoot, you're the wrong thing. Okay, that should be an easy fix. How'd that happen, though? What did I do? Did I make 2 of the same chain link? Air, iron, air, iron, air. Iron, air, iron, air, iron, right? Did I just, like, grab an... No, that turned into air, iron, air, iron, air. Ah, because that's the front, not the... Okay, got it. Okay, so what's the easiest way to fix this? It's going to be a pain. So I go for the iron first, which can be fine if I just continue... Oh boy, where's my... It barely highlights, but yeah, it does highlight. So continue for 1 more plus there. Oh boy, this is going to be a pain, especially because it's going to start complaining. Instruction errors must be fixed before you run your program. Okay, so I plus that there. I need to actually just go ahead and do a reset here. Alright, fine. I'll do this. It'll be a little quicker than trying to shuffle around with everything I have there. Alright. So I've put iron there. Okay, grab, left, left, plus, left. Release right, right. Minus, minus, grab, left, plus, plus, left. I don't know what everything else is doing here. Where have I put myself? Like what I should have done left. Okay, so I just did iron, so I need air. I can reset. I know I can delete some of this. I'm not sure how much. Alright, so where are you? You're there, so I need another iron, okay. Let's see. The signature of this would be release left, left, grab, pivot left. Here. Okay, so right here. I'm just going to delete everything between there and there. Because that's when I transfer from here to here and start moving the chain link around. Okay, so at this point I just need one more iron, I think. Yeah, okay, so release, right. It'd be nice if I had like some kind of macros or something here. You'll be in the middle at this point. You actually expect to be in a different spot. Okay, so I think from there... Here, let's verify I have this right before I bother moving my instructions around, just in case I have to undo it. So a bunch of wasted time. Release left, left, pivot left. Yeah, okay, looks like that's doing all the stuff I want it to do. Great, okay. Now program's done. Man, I wish I'd spotted that error earlier. It's fine, though. It's just hard to think about, like, you know, which end of this ends up being the front. Because, like, it's not necessarily the atom I insert first, depending on how I insert it. Okay, so this should be happy. There's a product. Okay, cool. This was fun. I'm kind of glad I stuck with my my normal approach to this, because, like, this was actually very different from the last puzzle I just did. I'm like, oh, another continuous output, it's going to be the same. No, not at all. This is fascinatingly different. Yeah, this is real cool. Good stuff. And again, it just goes to show that such very minor differences in the structure of the puzzle. Like, there's so little structure to any of these puzzles. Just what you're asked to create and the reagents you get for it have such far-reaching consequences that the tiniest change can have huge impact. Cool. What's my area look like? That? Okay, that's... I mean, for what I'm doing, that's fine. I could probably have avoided touching these spaces if I really wanted to. No, I needed to touch those spaces for this shuffle. Or no, for that shuffle, actually. Never mind. It was that one. Okay, great. Just a happy little machine doing its job. And there we go. Cool. Graphs look about like I would expect them to. Sounds good. Your machine has successfully created the desired product. All right. Well, that's one more puzzle done. So let's predict. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So we're just a little past the halfway point in this LP? Huh. That might not be, but I mean, it might be. Well then. Okay, that's cool. Got a big ball of mess here. Oh boy, these bonds look a little bit complicated. Yeah? There's a pattern to them. It is rotationally symmetric, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm going to have fun avoiding bonds next time. That's my prediction for what this is going to be about. Don't bond too many things, because it's very specific about how it bonds. Oh yeah, even in the center, see, that bond's not there. That'll be fun. Okay, yeah, like, I haven't quite had a puzzle exactly like this before. And, I mean, I can already see exactly, kinda, how it's going to play out. Alright, good stuff. I'll see you next time for this.